Alright, anyways, Kuro's been lying in the grass for like the last hour. I think we should probably go talk to him.
He's fine.
Hold on a second. Okay, so yeah, I guess it could kind of count a little bit as me having gotten spoiled that that thing exists, but I guess the defense I will offer up is that I was not entirely sure that how to react to that. Anyways, hi Kuro, sorry it's been an hour.
どこじゃ狼
I was fighting enemies in the gauntlet. Okay, so this is the one where we have to kill Kuro. This is the one where Sekiro commits suicide, and this is the secret third option. Right? Let me check my...
Suddenly unsure because this is like defusing a bomb.
Okay. Okay, yes. If having Kuro drink the dragon tears and the frozen tears, the creating ruling ritual can be performed. One who seeks purification, this is the Everblossom. Yeah, and then just the dragon's tears. Okay, so it's the third one.
どこ
Hi, sorry Kuro. Hi, this one.
おそばにおります。
The red ending or the green ending?
Do not bring that up here, please. And let's be quiet for a second.
竜の涙を。 参りましょう。我が巫女。
九郎殿、今はどうか安らかに私の心にとどまってください。さようなら、みんな。私は行かねばなりません。我らの因果を断ち切るために。とても長い旅になります。それでも共に来てくださるのですか？
はい。
ありがとう、竜の忍びよ。九郎殿も喜んでおります。参りましょう。西に神なる竜の故郷に。
Dragon's Homecoming attains the return ending. That's Sekiro. Shadows die twice. I think I actually streamed almost all of this except for kind of the very beginning, so it's kind of the first full game I've streamed. I think, sort of.
Did you stream full Fire Emblems?
Okay, fine. Yes, that's true. Never mind. Ignore what I just said. This is not a benchmark. Although it's the first FromSoft game that I have fully streamed myself. Sorry, I'm just closing some windows because the temperature changed. I am proud to have been able to be joined by somebody as wondrous and as marvelous as Astra here, who everyone should give their earnest thanks to for being an invaluable part of this experience.
Thank you, thank you.
I need 20 seconds to put some socks on because it also got really cold, and I will continue with my thoughts.
Well, thank you for letting me observe your pro gamer skills at this game. Because I was stuck, when I played it, I was stuck on
Sorry,
Sword Saint.
the last thing I heard was pro gamer skills. Say the rest of that.
Well, thank you for letting me observe your pro gamer skills.
Oh, thank you. Did you say something else after that?
Just that, well, when I played, I was stuck on Sword Saint Edition for like 2 days.
I mean, as I've said, this was not a fully blind playthrough.
No, but even knowing what's going to happen, you still need to get the muscle memory in. Like, you can watch a bunch of, like, speedruns or playthroughs or whatever, you still won't able to be, or you still just can't pick up the game and play and be good at it.
Okay, fair. Well, thank you. Thank you. Can't tab back in. So that's kind of to say. Well, well, that's kind of you to say thank you. I don't. Oh wait, I was about to say, are the credits already over? No, of course not. I don't think that me knowing a fair bit about this game ahead of time was like kind of made it much worse or ruined it. I think that it mostly was in impact in oops, sorry, I pulled it up on my phone so that I could see the chat live. I know some people think this is their favorite FromSoft game. I think it's good. I think it's a really obviously it's an excellent game. I think I still prefer kind of the customization and the stronger RPG parts of FromSoft's other games, but in terms of taking a single basically taking a single way of playing and refining it to an art, I think that they succeeded at doing that in this game, and I can see that they how do I say it? I think this song is actually a remix of, this part of the song is a remix of the Owl Father theme. Knowing what is ahead of them is important in terms of comprehension challenges to consider if one wants to go through with it. That's true, except I went through with all of the challenges, so I don't know if that affects anything.
Just that you have no fear.
Okay, well, thank you. And like, I didn't know about like inner Genichiro and inner Ishin. I'm gonna go ahead and guessing that the Shura Gauntlet, which I know exists, because both Axor said it and because I knew that it existed as soon as I saw the Gauntlets of Strength, and I knew that the Shura ending existed as like inner Owl or something like that, which I'm either looking forward to or not looking forward to fighting. So, but sorry, to get back, I think that, I'm not really in the business of like ranking games in the same series as much, because I think that they often do different things differently, different things well, etc. In terms of like pure refinement, this is pretty obviously, at least especially pre-Elden Ring, and frankly, even if we count Elden Ring, the like most quote unquote refined FromSoft game, in that it had a very specific vision, and by putting a lot of limitations on the player, which I am perfectly okay with, if that's what the design intention is, they were able to refine that to, if not an art, then a science. And it certainly benefited the game. I think that it has an extremely engaging combat system and the best, overall combat system of any FromSoft game. That being said, I do think that there are some game mechanics that are kind of underutilized. I think that there's a few. I will say also the stealth is generally well done, although there are some frustrating moments, and the enemy AI tends to either be really, really oblivious, like you can be pretty close to guys and they just won't ever notice you, or a little over vigilant, like you saw what happened with the like Shingekachi of the Red Guard or something. Wow, that's a pretty small named voice cast. Up here's okay. Well, we're at the end of the credits. I think that the trying to think. I think that they occasionally kind of forget that this is a Sekiro game and not FromSoft with a few of their enemy designs. Like fighting the Guardian Ape and the Demon of Hatred is actually good. I like them, but they feel like Dark Souls bosses. They don't feel necessarily like Sekiro bosses. Start play through number 2 now, if you choose not to. Okay, so I could have actually talked to Kuro before doing that. I didn't want to accidentally go straight into New Game Plus. Let me think. Okay, Axor, that comment is a little unnecessary. The first one that I just noticed. Also, regarding what happened, Karikos, it's a little confusing. It is I've lost my train of thought all of a sudden. I've lost my train of thought. Sorry. Did you want to say something, Astra? They saved me.
Well,
co-host.
you were talking about how you felt some Sekiro bosses felt like Dark Souls bosses, like Monkey, for example.
Monkey.
Or did I misunderstand?
Yeah, no, you were correct. Monkey feels like a Dark Souls boss.
Yeah, because I agree about that. Yeah.
So does Demon of Hatred. I think Corrupted Monk, or another's Memory Ashina. Memories left behind by another. Concentrate on these inmost regrets or the obsession. Concentrate on the inmost regrets or obsessions at a sculptor's idol to change the wolf's appearance. Has no effect on ability. The memory of a shinobi that once served Ashina. It is accompanied by a depth of gratitude to the one who took his arm and graced him with the name Sekisho. Oh, this is Sculptor. Alright. Change Wolf's appearance in the form. Regardless of his appearance, the Wolf's abilities will be unaffected. Additional forms can be obtained by obtaining memories of another. So Tengu, which I already saw, and Ashina. That looks a little silly.
Was it the Tango outfit?
You'll see, yeah.
Yeah. You donned the mask.
Cool outfit. Yeah, it's cool, but also a little silly. What's Ashina do? Okay. Okay, I prefer that slightly. I think that his base form is what fits him the best, but I think this looks good. Red, that's a pretty apt summary. It's not quite accurate. I think she's literally like cradling him and his power inside of her. And they're looking to return Kuro's power, the dragon's heritage, which is implied to be dragon blood from like China or Korea. They're returning it home because it's not meant to be in Japan. So, I mean, I'm not in the business of definitively ranking games within a series because A, everything's subjective, and B, I think everything has its own merits and does things differently and well, almost everything, I guess. But I would probably put. I do think Sekiro is the best in some very specific and good ways. I think it is the most refined. I think it's the most polished. I think it's the most... It certainly has, I would say, the strongest kind of moment, like actual active narrative story, because it's so focused. I think it can be... I think... It's got, obviously, looks great. It's got really, really, really good music. Really good voice acting. Best voice acting, I would say. Both the English, I haven't listened much to the English, but I know the English acting is very, very good. It's got really, really excellent Japanese voice acting. I think, I agree that it does have the best voice acting. Admittedly, I don't think many FromSoft games have had bad voice acting, although now that I'm thinking about it, the first Dark Souls and the original Demon Souls had a few iffy ones. But after that, they tended to get better. I think that if we're talking about things that I don't like, I think that the Dragon Rot is just... Like, I get what the role it serves narratively, but it's just annoying. I don't think it really does anything in a good way. It doesn't really add to the experience in an important way. I think that... there's a bit of a lack of enemy variety, I should say. Like, a few... I mean, they do continuously introduce new enemies, I should say. So maybe lack of enemy variety is not the right way to put it. But, I do feel like... At least the kind of basic Ashina swordsman sort of thing kind of shows up a few too many places. But besides that, the enemy variety is actually pretty good. So, ignore what I said.
Well, I feel like, unlike Dark Souls, Sekiro can get away with having less enemy variety because it's more focused on... Because, at least when I played it, I wanted to fight other guys with swords, because that's when, like, the combat system feels the best.
That's true.
When you're fighting creatures and stuff, it's not really in the same way. Like you said, the Headless Monkey feels more like a Dark Souls fight, and it does because... I mean, aside from the thing of him... Like you using the spear to pull out the centipede and that.
Deflecting the one big overhead.
Yeah. It's not really using the combat system as well as Kenichiro and Ishin and Owl and a bunch of other boss fights.
Right.
But then it's like, because that was a complaint for Dark Souls 2, of course, that there were too many enemies that were just guys with swords. And I can see it more there because, there's so much build difference, or variety, rather, that you can have in Dark Souls.
I mean, I also don't really agree with that criticism of Dark Souls 2 quite as much.
No, I don't. I'm just saying, like, that was the general consensus. I mean, not consensus either, but
Whoops. Okay,
the
well,
main criticism people had, I feel.
Okay, well, this went poorly. Sorry, continue? Yeah, I get what you're saying, and I agree with that. I think that my criticism about the enemy variety was ill-founded and didn't have enough basis in actually how things are going, and I was just rambling. I do think that... What do I say? Also, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, actually, what I was saying. I've lost my train of thought too many times.
It's okay.
I'm not sure what I'm actually doing. I guess I just am trying to do something while I talk. Do you have any other thoughts yourself, Astra?
No, since I didn't play it, and I need to replay because I played it in like 2020 last. Or 2021 maybe. Either way, it was a long time ago. So I'd have to refresh my memory first.
Fair enough. I guess I might as well get like one of the final tier upgrades before I go to New Game Plus. Because I don't have any of the Lazulite upgrades.
Did you get one?
I mean, I know, I don't. Wait, hold on. Do I?
No, I don't think you do, actually.
Nope, I did not.
Misremembering.
Probably have enough send pouches, honestly, to... Yeah, I have enough send to just get.
The yokai needed just more variety instead of just having this guy. Yeah, they could have done something with that.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Like every enemy that gives you the spirit force being like a different yokai.
I also think that, yeah, the Shichiman warriors also feel under... I do feel like some areas feel a little underdeveloped. Like now that I'm thinking about it, the hold on a second. Come on, get down here. You're not gonna come down here, are you? Okay. This is embarrassing. Okay, not sure how the Makiri missed. Well, that's a lot of experience and a lot of money. Okay, so, let me just... So, let's see. The abandoned dungeon feels a little kind of underbaked. I'm not sure what's happening here. Maybe I've missed something, but it doesn't feel like there's much happening there. I feel like... I do feel like there are a few points in the game when the Sculptor's Idols are kind of a little too spread apart.
Yeah, like in Senpu Temple.
Like Senpu Temple's the big one. I think Ashina's Castle's another one. I do feel like there are, and I know that this is to emphasize kind of the shinobi, you know, kill enemies, use dirty tricks, that kind of thing. But I do feel like there are a few times in the game where they just throw a few too many guys at you. Like I'm thinking about the like the guy who, like the general who's right here when you first go to Ashina Castle, right there. You have to fight like 6 guys with him. You know what I mean? And it just feels like you have to just keep running away and coming back in order to do it right. Because it doesn't feel reasonable. Also, thank you, Flamethrower guy.
But yeah, you did. There is that quest line dungeon that you didn't do, which is less of a reason to come back there. But even with that, yeah, there really isn't much to do there.
What else? Yeah, I'm just distracted. I'm not thinking. So, I think the dragon rod is not a very fun system. It doesn't seem like it would have been nice if it happened like once or a few times as part of like at specific points, because I do recognize what they're trying to do with it and with the narrative, but at the same time, in terms of how it's played out in the game, it didn't affect me too much. But that's also because I happened to mostly be getting merchants dragon rodded who weren't going anywhere. When it did show up, it did cause a pretty big problem with like Black Hat Badger.
Yeah.
I think that the losing experience in Sen on death, well, first off, I think Unseen Aid is just, it's just a silly system. Like, there's not really any good reason for it to exist. I think just either make it a flat 50% or something like that, or just not lose Sen and experience on death, because it doesn't feel like something you can control. And because it's less than half, it feels unsatisfying to try to bank on it. And you can't really bank on it. And so how it's going to go is you always just either spend all your Sen and as much of your experience and grind to like a skill point in order to make sure you don't lose experience, or spend/bank all your Sen to make sure you don't either. Because you can't bank on. You can't assume that you're going to keep your Sen experience, and that just leads to a kind of unsatisfying loop. That leads to a pretty unsatisfying loop when it comes to, how do I say it? To, like, needing to ensure your Sen and your experience comes to a point, because at a point your Sen is high enough that you can't spend, low enough that you can't spend stuff, but high enough that you don't want to lose it, and vice versa with experience. And I feel like that just encourages like you to either put progress on halt so you can get to a benchmark, or find a merchant you can buy Sen pouches from, or just, you know, hope that based Buddha is going to be based.
Yeah. I mean, I get what they were trying to do, since you get more Unseen Aid chance if you cure Dragon Rod, but like you say,
But having the
not,
highest... Go ahead.
it's still not 50%, it's still like 30 at max.
It's 30 is the absolute highest, and that feels...
Yeah.
This is a more profitable area to go to if I'm going to try to get to, what is it, 2,000? You should be able to put your Sen into bags and use those bags at Shinobi Tools, but also open them for later. Yeah, I also think that the Sen system is a little annoying, because you gotta step out of the menu to use the bags and all that stuff. I do think that the fact you can't get all of the upgrades in one playthrough because there's limited lapis lazuli is just bad, especially because you don't get any till the Fountainhead Palace, which means on like multiple playthroughs you're not going to be able to just, you know, use them. It also means that if you're doing a particular ending, you are just straight up locked out of max upgrading that playthrough. To be fair, that is kind of the quote-unquote bad ending, and it is kind of the bad ending, but it is also just feels annoying.
Talking about the Sure ending.
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, then you're like literally like locking yourself out of the rest of the game, because then you end the game at like halfway through.
Yeah. But I just feel like there should have been at least one or maybe two before Lapis Lazuli before then, or at least make it tied to a material that isn't literally in the final-ish area. I say final-ish because Ashina Castle Under Attack is technically the final area.
Yeah.
I think that I'm not really. I think that's there. I have run into some finickiness with, like, you know, backstabs and a few hitboxes that feel kind of frustrating. It's not like that bad, but it has been annoying at times.
I get that, yeah.
What else? I think that the variability, like, I think that the combat arts are super unbalanced. There's some that are kind of useless and some that are incredibly broken. And there's not really a good reason to ever use the ones that aren't, So that's Empower Mortal Draw. Okay, so that's 3,000. That's 3,000. So I guess I'll just focus on. I guess I'll just focus on maxing these out. I mean, I guess I could spend the... I do want to get the Lazulite Sacred Flame, actually, so I have a more consistent way of fighting Headless apparitions in New Game Plus, so...
Well, if you get the last light Sabimaru, you have a more consistent way of fighting the fucking Snake Eyes, but...
Okay,
that's
that's true, but I... I think the first two I'll get will be the Sacred Flame and the Sabimaru. You know what? Let me just get these unlocked. So that's Fever's Searsing Sabimaru, which pierces, even if guarded, and the Purple Fume Spark, which has a debuff on the enemies. Sure, why not? And then, yes, I realize that locks me out of the Lazulite, but I can always get more Sen. Yeah, actually, you know, I can always just save those for next playthrough. So I guess I'll go to New Game Plus now. But yeah, overall, excellent game. Wish I had been a little more blind going into it, but I've had a really good time with it. So, I guess we'll go to New Game Plus for a bit, and then be done probably not in not too long. You will be unable to return to the current playthrough after starting the next after starting the next playthrough too. You sure you want to start the next playthrough? Let's do it. Alright, I am gonna skip the intro. Sorry, Seb, if you're watching. But yeah, overall, really excellent game. I know I've been complaining a bit. Sorry. Ornamental letter. Okay, so what do I... Oh, shit, I just realized I probably should have checked what do I keep and what do I not keep.
Well...
I probably should have checked that. Oh well.
Nothing to be done now.
Oh well. I like how at this point when you're playing the base game, like Wolf is like staggering around with like 2 HP, and that's supposed to be why you're not fighting that, and he has no sword. But now I've got like a giant SHP bar. Hey, maybe if I do this right, I'll be able to see the Secret Genichiro cutscene. You know?
Was I wondering if you're gonna return Kuro's charm or not?
I will, absolutely.
底におるあの忍び、特に稼などしておりませんが、構わぬのでしょうか。
大事ない。刀もなく、気力すらない。奴はもうただのふぬけよ。月見櫓が今宵も月に照らされておる。巫女様はまた月明かりで書をお読みかの。
そうじゃな。まだほんの子供というに、囚われとは気の毒なことじゃ。
ああ、源一郎様も何かお考えがあるのだろうが。月見櫓の扉は
Yes, yes, yes.
あ、穴
Alright, so I'm gonna do the Kuro's Charm return, and... Wait, I don't have the Belt Demon? Okay, that's annoying.
You need to re-ring the bell.
Gonna drop off, have your fun with New Game Plus. Thank you, Cabbage. This probably is gonna end soon. Yeah, just before you go, Cabbage, quick thing is just that, I like the game. I have had some quibbles that I've emphasized, but obviously I've had a really good time with it, and it's a really, really good game. I'm not sure... beat the 3 generals. Yeah, I have all the prayer necklace and such. prayer beads. I think I don't know if I would say it's my favorite FromSoft game, but that's mostly because I'm hesitant to say, you know, one thing is my favorite in a series. I don't even do that with Zelda, even though I have some very particular opinions about Zelda. Bye, Cabbage. Those particular opinions being strong ones. Oh, Axor, you're playing Elden Ring. Wait, let me skip that. Sabimaru, and then let me,
狼よ、そなたの
その
あのよ。
はい
いや、今は
魚
堀一心、まずは三つ足、ほら、
there you go.
これを巫女様に
それはあの時に。そうか、気づいていたのだな。
持っていていただきたいのです。
だが、このお守りは今まで苦難を抑え、そなたを守っていた。それを超える苦難など追ってほしくはない。だからできればこのまま持っていてくれぬか。
If I say, I'll give it.
苦難ならば
Suffering is what I
望
desire.
むところこれは巫女様にお返しします。
わかった。ありがとう。そなたを待ち受けるのは今までをも超えた艱難深苦の道。だがそなたならば越えられる。狼よ、そう信じているぞ。
You have chosen the path of further hardships.
堀に沿ってこの見つけ足の。
I should have probably read what the charm does. Whoops. Oh, I got all my charges back. Alright, I think we'll go to the Genichiro fight and then, get past Genichiro and then we'll see what we're up. Oh, you guys don't give any sen or any experience? Okay. I had to do this like so stealthy the first time I did it.
It is fun with new game plus in FromSoft games how you start being really powerful and then
And then it
slowly
gets hard, really hard.
you get to that peak and then it starts being really hard.
Giving it makes only perfect effects void damage and everything does more posture, but you're not sure. Yeah, no, it makes okay, you are blind. The other thing I know it does is it makes enemies drop more experience and sen. These guys aren't dropping anything yet. I don't know. Yep, there's a little bit of damage coming through. Oh, that's not Sakura Dance. Gonna head out, see you, Seb, yeah.
See you around.
And one pellet. It's not open from the side. See you, Red. It's full of ash. I think I missed this my first time.
この橋の下、堀のどん詰まりに抜け穴があるじゃろ。あそこも見張りせよとの仰せじゃと。
なんとも限界なことじゃ。戦が近いのかもしれんの。
Okay, I just stabbed him to death. Oh, that's how you get to this item at this point.
Oh, the stream chat is doing this thing again.
Oh, okay. Alright, let me tap back in. Give me a sec. Okay, that should fix it.
Yep.
I guess that's the fast way there. Wait, no, this is the way you're supposed to go. Never mind. What am I saying? This is inactive. Alright, see if I can beat Kenichiro with 9 flasks. Get the secret cutscene.
この島あそぎょいやさ行こうここを
Look at him with 2 full hands. I love my left arm, says Wolf. I could never imagine being away from them.
Where would they have gone if the plan had gone as planned?
Oops. Okay. I think I still prefer Ichimonji, but Sakura Dance is cool. There we go. Well, notice he hasn't used his bow at all.
Does he use it as well?
Nope. That was close. I thought he might be doing thrust. Yeah, he doesn't seem to use his bow in this fight.
Guess that would be too advanced.
There we go. Time for the secret cutscene.
Oh, not
Whoops. Oh god, Stream Shot's doing it again. Oh well.
Oh yeah.
Oh well. I'll fix it after the
It's
cutscene.
yeah.
忍びよ、卑怯とは言うまいな。巫女はもらっていくぞ。
And then the rest of it is the same.
You won, but you actually lost. Sorry.
You win, but actually... Oh, we still got 10 viewers. Jeez, I didn't. This is a popular stream right now. All of a sudden.
Yep. We're on the front
Okay, well-
page.
Oh, thank you. Okay, I'm skipping the rest of this. Snobby prosthetic. Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna be skipping a lot of dialogue.
お前その指し詰めわしお前
Avoid is just hard, so that can be to return Kuro's prosthetic. I'm not gonna do that, but
わしごおんすのだしのじえあしだお前このさそにさいい
巫女様
そうお前この寺よ気が
alright. And then there's Hanbei the Undying. What's this? Is this normally here? No, it's just, yeah, I think so. Hanbei, hello.
そだそじは
I'm trying to.
Mm. やはりそこもみんおあしそおぬしにどうじしょいかとそこをだそ
Alright.
またそこ
Sorry, thank you, Hanbei. If I recall, there's an item back here. Undying Samurai Training Makiri counter on. Okay, okay, thank you, tooltips. That was a little weird. I guess I ran away too fast for them to catch up. Okay, so I'm just going to go a little bit farther because I do want to see what kind of bonuses you get for New Game Plus in terms of, you know, Sen and money.
Yeah, that's fair. I do have to head off pretty soon.
No, I know. We'll be done in a moment. $378 and 66 cents. That's pretty good. Alright, I'm just gonna go to the first idol and then we'll be done. First idol from this, I mean.
Yeah.
I almost missed that. Excuse me, why was the Death Run not going up? Alright, so decent amounts of money, not much experience. You are blind as heck. Yep, okay, camera, thank you. Sorry, doggies. Sorry, doggies. Alright, well, thanks everyone. That was the end of Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Probably not going to be streaming New Game Plus unless I get to a new ending or something. But yeah, thank you everyone. That was wonderful. Have a good day.
Thanks for coming out.
See ya.